So let us continue. Another feature is known as universal adult franchise. Elections for the state and capital are central. Legislature is common. So for elections there are political parties. It is common in the system of democracy at national level and the state level. So in state, central legislatures, in government there are three parts. The first part is known as legislature, second one is known as executive, third one is known as judiciary. So for making laws, legislature takes responsibilities, and 18 years of citizens. So those who have attained the age of 18 years, that means those who have got adult, he will automatically get the voting right. In the broad democracy, not only the right of vote and self-respect and prestige, it is common for the minorities, weaker section, upliftment. So we are following the universal. It is common to all the universe. So the people those who attend, either male or female, on the universal adult franchise system, they will automatically get the right to vote, and he will select the legislature, representative system, leaders, political parties, and the leader of the party will become the prime minister and chief minister, and he will rule and administrate. So in democracy we are following the system. It is the power to the people. So it is the another feature. Secular state. What is secular? Secular means no state religion or not religion. No religion is state religion. But in case of Nepal and in case of Pakistan, there is a religion to the state. Muslims are treated as the state religion in Pakistan. Nepal also the best example for the religious country. But in India, no religion is treated as state religion. No communal representations, even though we are following parliamentary system or representative form of government. Reservations in legislature except SC, ST, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Right to freedom of religion is emerged in secular state. Adequate representation purpose only we are following the reservations. So India is a secular country. There is no state religion and not religious in the country. Next, 10th one, independent judiciary. So legislature make laws, executive executes the laws, and the judiciary interpret the laws. So independent judiciary is emerged in India. To interpret the constitution, Supreme Court judges of High Court decides the validity of acts and policies of the legislative and executive authorities in the country. So here we are following the independent judiciary system. Even though the masters are appointed by the government, so they did not depend upon the government. They interpret the legal laws and their validity and the policies made by the legislature or executive. So interpretation should be done only if they are independent. So we are following the judicial system of independent judiciary system. So So directive principles of state policy, these are very special quality in our constitution. These are only the directions. They are principles based on ethics. So in our constitution, part 4, article 36 to 51, we are having the directive principles. For welfare, many directions are given to the states. For example, equal pay for equal work. So if the same work is done by the contract lecturer or regular lecturer, the same amount should be given, or there should not be a discrimination by economically. That means the work made by the male or female, there should be equal payment. Providing employment opportunity to the citizens is another direction. Fair distribution of wealth. The wealth should not be concentrated in some person's hands or a single percentage of people. So it should be distributed among the others. Old age pensions, if we receive certain age, the pension should be given by the governments for establishing the welfare state. Protection of health. In case of COVID, we should protect the health of the people. Giving leisure for workers, it is a good provision. There should be leisure, continue work should not be given. Conservation of wildlife, prohibition of attack, protection of women, child and old age people. But these directive principles of state policy are not justiciable but not ignored. So they are for establishing the welfare states. Bicameralism. Bicameralism means existing two houses at a national level. We are having Lok Sabha, it is now also called as lower house. It is the people's representation. So we are having another house known as Rajya Sabha, and it is called as upper house. It is for state interests representation. So we are having bicameralism, two houses system. We borrowed this one from the British and American systems. So this feature is known as bicameral system, and one house is filled with people's representation and the second house is known as the state interest representation. And at the state level also we are having Vidhana Sabha and Vidhana Parishad. They are called as the Vidhana Sabha. MLAs, member of legislative assemblies, are found in the Vidhana Sabha for making laws, and Vidhana Parishad is also in our state Andhra Pradesh also. Last one, Panchayat Raj and Nagar Palikas Acts. So we are following the dual polity. Dual means two. Central and state governments are in our country or state or nation. So they are having powers separately. So for this Panchayat Raj system, amendment 73 and 74 amendments expresses urban and rural local governments. These are the salient features that we should not found in other constitution anywhere in the world. So these are treated as the specific salient features of our constitution. So this is very important one. These are all the chief, special, specific, important, highlighting qualities of Indian constitution. That's all. Okay, thank you. This is very important one. Be careful and study well, and by heart or listen the points forever.